stars. The lights, they shine. Do you love the arts? Well, you've come on time. We have the music, the stories, the performances, all creatives. But shh. At 11:11 we pause. A moment of inspiration so your soul can glow. Then back to the spotlight. Center stage.
I didn't get that. Could you?
Right. Hello. Welcome back to Center Stage.
Welcome to Center Stage.
Where mysterious voices come out of nowhere.
The world of technology.
The world of technology.
Anyways,
Before we get started, I need to say one thing, if I may.
Uh-oh.
I just released the last book in the Jack Stenhouse series called Silent as a Witness. And I'm holding a special giveaway that will end on September 1st. If you purchase this book here in the studio at a special price, or if you buy it from me directly or through any online retailer, supply me proof of purchase with either a selfie, or if you buy it directly from me, I know who you are, and you'll be entered into a giveaway to win all the other 7 Stenhouse books. So,
and can you give us a plot line really quick? A simple plot.
Simple plot from this book?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a detective story. Client goes into Jack's office trying to find his fiancée who went missing at the Cloisters Museum in Upper Manhattan, and she went in but never came out.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
With that said, we have a spectacular guest, right?
We have a spectacular guest, a Michelangelo of our time.
Or Leonardo da Vinci with Michael Jackson. Eli. That's a weird name. What would be another one?
We have 2 spectacular guests today, actually.
Yes,
it's a very intriguing show.
And honored. Yes, the producer of Michael Jackson with Leonardo da Vinci. But they have pseudonyms. So we welcome Yaacov Heller. Is that how you say it? Heller?
Yes, Heller.
And Eli
Marcus. I like the way you said his name.
Okay, Eli Marcus.
I like that.
So welcome. Thank you so much for being here.
A pleasure.
Yes. So let's give a little background on who you two are, the dual perspective. Well, specifically, he is an incredible artist, and I will let things unfold as we go. So go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yes, please, gentlemen who need no introduction.
Introduce yourself.
Tell us about you, Yaacov.
Well, I was born in Cleveland, Ohio, into a family of, my mother's side of the family were artists. Her 2 brothers, professional artists, one with American Greeting Card Company, and the other was a portrait artist. And my mother's 2 daughters, my sisters, are both artists. One is still an artist, one passed away, but with over 100 pieces of art at her 90th birthday. And my father's side of the family were merchants, hardware. My parents met in Columbus at Ohio State University, Columbus, Ohio, and they got married. He was with the ROTC. He didn't do any military service, but he went to Cleveland to his father's business, which was hardware. And I learned my trade from the time I was 5 years old. He would take me to work in the hardware store in the back room, cutting glass and threading pipe, and I had all the tools of the paints and brushes and hardware that I would be making things in the back room. It was like my playroom, that back room. On Saturdays, he would come.
How old were you at this time?
Excuse me?
How old were you?
5 when I started.
Wow.
I was making things in kindergarten, school. I've told this story I was telling Frank before, that I made an elephant out of clay in kindergarten. Our teacher had a kiln and she fired it, and I hand painted it. I took it home, and my parents didn't believe I made it. And I had to make another one in front of them before they believed that it was my work.
You were a
And then she enrolled me in the Cleveland Museum School of Art for gifted children. And it was boring to me what they were teaching. They were teaching to do horses out of big elephant, a big body is a potato, is the body, the medium-sized potato is the neck, and the small potato is the head. And in the meantime, I'm drawing a portrait of the teacher.
Wow.
They let me go from that school. They said, we can't teach you anything.
Oh,
And
you
that's
were
a
kicked
true
out for
story,
being
yeah.
rebellious?
Yeah, they invited you to teach.
And that was the end of my formal training. And the rest of my life, I'm self-taught.
And wow, and
If I
fast
want-
forward, I mean,
If I wanted to learn a technique, I would go to work for another artist as his apprentice, wash his paintbrushes, go out and get him lunch, whatever I had to do. And I
JT?
chose my mentors.
fantastic. And you have an array, a resume of incredible pieces that is worldwide. And we can talk a little bit about that because I'm fast forwarding from 5 years old making a horse and then a portrait to where you are today, where he has his own gallery right here in Boca Raton, Florida, right? Correct?
It's actually in Deerfield Beach now.
Just kidding, it's in Deerfield.
He was in
close.
Boca.
It
So
was
you were
in
right.
Boca. Although a lot of your pieces are here installed in Boca Raton, some of them. I mean, there's more to it. Now, I will let Eli, who's amazing, Mr. Eli Marcus. He is really another, I'm a fan of both of you. So tell us a little bit about all of this.
Well, first of all, I fell in love with what he's doing because I was walking one day in Royal Palm Plaza right here, Federal Highway in Boca, and I see these two incredible statues. The Fiddler on the Roof just blew me away. I've never seen anything like it. And then behind that was an Adam and Eve with the actual serpent there.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know that piece.
And then I wander into the gallery, and he's in there, and he's actually, doing the paintings right in front of you. And I'm like, wow, it's just like Rembrandt, Michelangelo, all rolled into one, So yeah, that's how we actually met. And so now we kind of work together. I help him with his PR and marketing. But then we in Royal Palm Place itself, I see all these like white benches with all these quotes, and I'm like a quote guy. I just love inspirational quotes. And he built all that, and he built the Garden of Humanity with all of the Holocaust of the 20th century. I mean, it's just spectacular. And then you go in Meisner Park by the amphitheater, and you see his statue out there as well. So he's quite a presence here in Boca.
You are. And you know what I love about him? He's very humble. The way you don't act. Like
Exactly.
You're right? He's not very.
Well, I'm thinking of having him do some nude so we can get some controversy. That's how you
Getting him to what?
get some controversy. That's how you get famous, right?
Well, he already is famous.
That's true.
I mean, you have a resume of a lot of very prestigious people, right? I mean, if you look at his, are you allowed to say any of them, or it's hush hush?
Do you know who owns his stuff? You got four U.S. presidents.
Yes,
Okay,
You got
gotcha.
Elvis. You got Sammy Davis Jr. You got Connie Francis, and we can go on and on and on.
Wow.
Yes.
And
the
some
major
some
collectors.
of his pieces in presidential estates and everything, from what I understand.
Yeah,
from
well,
what I
he's
read.
got a piece in the International Criminal Court in The Hague.
Wow.
The piece he did for Benjamin Ferencz, who was the last living Nuremberg prosecutor. The guy who put all the Nazis and got them a little poetic justice.
So, yeah, poetic justice.
Yeah.
That's a great way of putting it, because you're bringing art to the pain and the struggles and the emotions that we've had in our history and of the people, and that's a beautiful thing. And a lot of his pieces, they all tell a story, or they reflect a great story. He has one piece that really stood out to me. I mean, aside from Jacob's Ladder, which is biblical, because I was really into your biblical pieces. He has one of Jesus walking on water, and it was the medium that you used was what exactly for that one?
Sterling silver on lucite.
The glass was lucite.
The glass is not glass, it's lucite.
What is that exactly?
Lucite is it's a DuPont product. It's two components that you mix, and you cast it like you would cast bronze, but cold cast it.
Yes.
You pour it into the mold, and you cure it in a nitrogen oven. there was a company I learned this technique from. I went to work for them back in early 1990s. They closed, but they sold they didn't close. They sold it to a lamp factory which would order pieces for lamps from this product. But the lucite casting, I did a whole line of product for them, and I made my own products. This particular piece that you're talking about, I think there's only one that I did like that, and it's in my friend Francesca's apartment. She bought that piece.
Oh.
It's Jesus walking on the water. It was we did a blue tint on the glass. It's not glass. It looks like glass. It's see-through.
Well, it looks like glass.
Right.
I
But we
showed it to
tinted
my
it-
mother-in-law, and she said, "Oh my gosh, it's like the earth." It was like Jesus walking on the earth, which I love. That's how she interpreted it, you know. But there's so much interpretation with art.
Of course.
So, what do you see? What do you foresee in your next major project? We were talking about that beforehand. What are you working on right
Well,
now?
we're working on a statue right now of the famous singer Connie Francis, who did the famous song and movie Where the Boys Are.
Of course.
And that's going to get international press. And once that's complete and funded, our goal is to see if we can get it right down on the Fort Lauderdale beach that she made famous.
Exactly.
Because Spring Break came right out of her movie and her song.
Exactly.
So think about like the historic significance of having her right on that beach.
Wow.
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 Yes.
That's it's amazing.
She was a resident here.
Exactly.
Apparently, a
Yeah.
long-term resident down
Yeah,
there, too.
exactly.
Yes.
And she frequented Boca,
Yes.
a lot.
I interviewed her once too.
Oh.
So yeah, she was amazing, of course, and so yeah, she made this whole area famous in South Florida.
And do you know that one of her songs last year did a sort of a reemergence, and it got 80 billion hits on TikTok. 80 billion.
It's viral now on
Yeah.
TikTok.
Yeah, it got viral. Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about now what inspires you both? What gives your heart joy? What
Well,
drives
right
you?
now I'm working on this sculpture. It's going to be about 9 feet tall.
Wow.
The statue, she was only 5'2", but the statue, she's 6'6" in the clay, and with the 4-foot plinth, the base, which will be granite, and she's standing on a gold record, which will be in bronze,
Oh.
along with her sculpture will be in bronze. But
Larger than life.
what
This is a
inspires
commission
me
piece?
is her music, and the love we had for her as a personal friend. She actually, when I was honored with a Lifetime Achievement Award for the National Society of Arts and Letters, she got up and gave a speech about me, that nobody deserves an award, this Lifetime Achievement Award, more than Yaacov, and she just went on and on about it, and we raised more money at that event for scholarships for talented kids than even my Rotary Club does with our Future Stars program.
Wow,
Incredible.
and this was that 5-year-old kid that came home with a horse. You know, it's amazing how things progress and evolve. Don't you agree?
Yes.
And
from the hardware
not
store.
only sculptures you do. I mean, I'm looking here, and look, this is a portrait of Lucy that you did, and you have a lot of portraits in your gallery.
I have that hanging in my gallery.
I love
I
Lucy.
like
Somebody
that.
just bought this gorgeous Mick Jagger painting that he did that was just absolutely stunning. I mean, he does, he has a few Marilyn Monroe paintings that are just like beyond belief. The Beatles, he does all the people of culture,
You
the
have
Rat
great
Pack.
taste. No, you get the Rat Pack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's done that.
And Eli, I love it how, because he's not only what's your title? A manager for him, or a
PR, marketing,
but
take
you're
out the
also a
trash guy,
fan,
whatever.
But you're a fan, and I love that.
I am a
because
fan.
because that in itself is such an ammunition,
Yeah.
or as we were saying, a chutzpah. For those that don't know, it's what was the term that I used aside from chutzpah? That you said I'm going to use that. Okay. Anyways, remember we were just talking about it. I don't remember either. Don't worry. The engine, he's like the engine, and
That
that
drives.
that drives,
Yeah.
and your work is just extraordinary. And I'm sure this is not, I know it's another person telling you this, but what I found in is that the humility in it and just a profoundness inside of you that I think your artwork just, it reflects on your artwork.
Well, he's one of the most beloved people in all of Boca. I mean, there's not a person who could possibly say anything unkind about him. I mean, he's just, for me to go to my dentist's office this morning, look behind me and see a painting of his sitting there, like, you kidding me? In my dentist's office too? And it was a brand new dentist.
Yeah.
So
we're
he's,
gonna have
he's
more
ubiquitous.
we're going to have more from Eli and Yaacov right after we take a quick commercial break.
At 11:11 we pause. With a deep breath, close your eyes. Breathe in slowly. Imagine a gentle wave rolling towards the shore. As you exhale, picture the stillness at the crest of the wave. Breathe in the love in your heart. Exhale and release all your love to the extremities. At 11:11, remember peace begins with the breath. Love begins with the heart. And kindness is the gift we can all share. And that center stage, brought to you by sea sirens.
Discover the books of Frank A. Ruffolo, an internationally acclaimed author and accomplished screenwriter with IMDb credits. From the gripping Jack Stenhouse series to inspiring faith-based adventures, Frank A. Ruffolo delivers stories that captivate, thrill, and uplift. Whether you crave suspense, action, or a journey of spirit, his books bring unforgettable characters and powerful storytelling to every page. Get your copy today at frankaruffolo.com or amazon.com or AMP Media Studios. Don't just read a book. Experience the world of Frank A. Ruffolo. Get your signed copy today.
This is Smoke Barbecue. We're located in Fort Lauderdale at 3351 Northeast 32nd Street, Fort Lauderdale 33308. Our website is www.eatsmokebbq.com. It's EATSMOKEBBQ.com. You can order online. We also do catering for 10 to 10,000.
If you are looking to bring your family out to an incredible food venue, this is the place. We're at Smoke Barbecue in East Fort Lauderdale. Everything is amazing. You can see their faces on our crew, and the amount of food that they have taken down in about 15 minutes is absolutely unbelievable.
And we're still going. I can't talk, I'm eating.
And everything is coming. So here, let's eat.
Be right back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, everybody.
And he was just written up
In the Boca Raton Tribune. And this was...
Front page.
Yes, front page, June 11th to June 18th. This talking about how legendary you are, of course. I mean, your work is so prolific, and it's everywhere in Boca, first of all, but around South Florida and internationally. You are celebrated everywhere.
And about to even be more celebrated because, you know, Boca is going to have an historic new Holocaust Center right in FAU. And we're going to be talking to the president, Adam Hasner, about having his creations right there at the Holocaust Center, which will be there for thousands of years.
Wow. And so tell us a little bit about the gallery and your studio. People are able to come into your gallery?
Yeah, it's by appointment only. So
Yeah,
again,
and tell our audience where it is, too. Where is it?
it's right off Hillsborough Boulevard, right off the I-95 exit. So it's just west of I-95.
And people can find you at
YaakovHeller.com. Yeah,
Okay.
make an appointment.
That's
And
wonderful.
come on over. And they can actually see history in the making. They can see the Connie Francis statue, you know, as he's making it. They can come in and get a live demonstration.
So you're
which is a
about
nice
halfway
treat.
through
Yeah.
the Connie Francis, and how? Tell us what the process is in this.
The process
statue.
is very complicated once it leaves my hands. I'm doing the fun part, which is the clay modeling of it.
Okay.
and the planning of it. But once I finish my work in clay and make it as perfect as I can, I have the mold people come in from the foundry, and they do fiberglass molds, they do silicone skin molds, fiberglass molds, and we leave the clay in the studio. And we take the molds to the foundry, which is in West Palm Beach. I've been working with them for over 20 years. And I'm a hands-on guy. When we get to the foundry, I have 2 more opportunities to perfect what I've done in clay once it's cast in bronze. And even when it's in wax, we're going to make, from the molds that we're bringing to the foundry, we're pouring wax into the mold. Then we take the wax, I can change the wax, I can put details in the wax, and then we take the wax and we melt it out of the ceramic shell mold, and then that's where we pour the hot molten bronze at 2,000 degrees. We pour it into the ceramic shell mold. And then I have another opportunity, once it's in bronze, to do final details like eyelashes with engraving tools. I can do even, you know, with the sandblasting, I can do different textures, and I can do, so I'm hands-on in the foundry also. It's only about 25 minutes from my studio. I jump on I-95, and I'm there in a half hour or less.
Wow. So do you build up the clay? Like, I mean, this obviously is a huge piece.
I start out with an armature. I make an armature, and then put the clay over the armature, which keeps it in shape while I'm working on it. And it's not, what I'm using is not an air dry clay. It's like a plastiline type that it's oil-based clay, and it stays like that for as long as I want it. You know, I can even use it again. After we make the mold, I can make another sculpture from that, which I intend to. We're going to do other big sculptures for this Holocaust memorial that we're going to probably do in FAU. We only have a meeting with the president in a few days. I think the 20th we're meeting with him.
Oh, that makes
sense.
Okay.
We've already talked to the people in charge of who donated millions to that Holocaust, and they're all behind it. So now we're just going to talk to the president and finalize exactly what we're going to do. We've got some really good ideas, like Elie Wiesel, Benjamin Ferencz, who was the biggest Nuremberg prosecutor, prosecuted the biggest murder trial in history, 22 Nazis convicted of murder. And I did a bust of him, which is in, I think Eli mentioned that it's in the International Criminal Court in The Hague.
In The Hague,
which he had it donated, he and his son had it donated there. He was one of the founders of the International Criminal Court.
And there's a fascinating documentary on him, and it's called Two Heads Are Better Than One. It's a making of the Benjamin Ferencz bust. So Eric Klein was the producer of that. He worked with Mariah Carey and a lot of the big artists.
And where can we find that?
On Amazon, Apple, yeah.
Oh, that's
Google.
wonderful. That's
Okay. Wow. This is like mind-blowing. What is that piece over there that we're seeing?
Yes.
There's some pieces that are coming up on screen.
Oh, yeah,
that's the bust.
That's
the
Ben
bust.
Ferencz.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Ben
the
Ferencz,
bust.
who lived right down here, you know.
And the
Wow.
producer
And
of the film is doing a production now, a documentary of me doing the Connie Francis sculpture. He
Yeah,
comes in
that's what I
every
want to
few
add
days,
to it. Yeah, to see.
and he's filming the progression and interviewing me, and we're going to do a documentary about
And
the
you do
making
this
of
all with your
Connie
hands?
Francis sculpture.
All with your hands, some of those sculptures? Can I touch your
With
hands?
tools as well.
And when we show it at the Boca Raton Museum of Art, you're all going to be invited.
Thank you. And
Yes.
yes,
I've,
we
I've
Yes.
talked to the executive director, who's an old friend of mine from New York City. I used to work, she was my client. She used
You
to,
heard that on
Yeah.
Yes,
TV,
I know.
guys.
We have
It's
our-
official.
yeah,
We're gonna
yeah,
be
she was the
there.
executive director of
He's
the Museum
inviting
of
us,
Biblical
okay?
Art in New York, and now she's running the Boca Raton Museum.
Oh, wonderful. And we are going to come to your studio. We'd love to come to your studio and do a show there.
We can't wait.
So where are you in the process now? You said you're about 6 months into a year-long project. What stage is it in, so we can see?
Well, I'm about a month away from finishing the clay.
Oh,
and then we'll bring in the mold guys to do the silicone skin mold and the fiberglass mold. And when we're doing the fiberglass, we're going to close the studio for like 5 days.
Oh, right.
And
so you use your tools, you use your hands when you're molding the clay, or what do you use
use
mostly?
a lot of wood tools, like hammers and all types of plastic hammers, and my hands.
And how long do you work every day on it?
Maybe 6 hours.
The amount of strokes that he's done on that clay, I mean, it goes into tens of thousands. I've seen him on it, and the iteration every single day changes. He sends me, like a finished product every day. It's just like I wouldn't have the patience to do that for one day, let alone for
Yeah,
Do you have
that's the thing
children?
about art.
It's a labor of love. I have 3 kids, and they're all in the arts.
And
somewhere.
has to
Your
be.
I
sisters,
have
your
3 daughters and 6 grandchildren,
And they're all
and
artistic.
everybody are in the arts.
Wow, yeah, you mentioned your whole family is artists.
Wow. It's amazing because 30 minutes has gone by
Too fast.
too fast.
Okay.
Too fast.
So,
Too
okay,
fast.
before we finish, okay, so what do we have to look forward to? Let's review this. We're coming to the gallery by appointment only. And you, listeners and viewers, you are invited as well, but make an appointment.
Right.
Yes, you can
Okay.
go
We
to
hope
the
to do a
studio. It's
future
pretty
show.
amazing.
We plan to do a future show, please. And there was another thing. There was one more thing.
Well, I also like to always ask,
Yeah.
do you have any hidden talents or powers that no one else knows about?
Yeah. Both of you.
What are your superpowers?
Eli.
I think my superpower is really my interviewing on my podcast, The Motivation Show, where I interview
We didn't
people
even talk
who are
about
better
that.
looking than me, smarter than me, richer than me. So I interview celebrities, athletes, top book authors, as we talked about my 5,000 self-help books. And they're all fascinating. The last guy I did was a guy by the name of Lee Steinberg, who was the top sports agent.
Yeah.
And if you heard the movie Jerry Maguire was based on him.
Yes. Yeah.
Show me the money.
Yeah. Show me the money.
Yeah.
Show me the money. I love your impression. And where do we find your podcast?
Yes.
You can go on YouTube. You can go on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere where just put in 3 magic words in any place where a podcast can be listened to. The Motivation Show.
Okay,
The Motivation Show.
Yeah.
The
Your
Motivation
turn.
Show.
What's something that the world doesn't know about you that you're willing to share?
Well, I'm a big Republican, and I'm not ashamed of it. I love Donald Trump. I've met him. I've done a show at Mar-a-Lago. When the first time I met Donald Trump was at a holiday party. He came up to me and he saw a silver handkerchief I was wearing, and I said, "You like it?" I gave it to him. And next thing I know, I was doing a show in Mar-a-Lago. But I heard Greg Kelly, I think, was on Newsmax last night. He said, Donald Trump, he had some great quotes. And the greatest quote, one of the best ones that he and I both like about him, he said, "Don't think too much about life or you'll choke." I love that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's
Very true.
That's very true.
Very true.
Get out of your head.
That's it.
Yeah, it's true. And we were talking about that. Where your mind goes, your body follows.
Exactly,
So don't
Yeah.
choke.
Yeah.
So,
And
remember that, people. Don't choke on life.
Don't choke on life because it'll swallow you up.
It'll swallow you up.
It'll swallow you up.
All that
and-
chicken bone.
Yeah. But with that said, thank you so much for being
was-
here. And I am personally very honored. You brought me tears as soon as I met you. And I was just like, wow. It's like, he's like the holy and you're the sparkle. of the holiness.
Well, I got to tell you, like the Three Musketeers here, you guys should be like internationally renowned because you're just three sweet people. I don't know about Frank.
From
but-
your lips, from your
I
lips
don't
to
know about
God's
Frank,
ears.
but you know.
Say that.
From your lips to God's ears.
Because Eli, you know, F-A-M, but with you it would be E, that's fame.
Fame. Oh, here we go.
There you go.
Well, look at that. We're going to have to add a foursome.
With famey.
Fame.
With
Going to
a
get another
Y.
seat there. You know?
So,
And,
Yes, you're welcome anytime.
and you, Yaacov, how do you say thank you in Ukrainian?
You already have many times. Thank you.
Thank you.
thank you.
I know
Thank you.
danka, I know obrigada, gracias.
And we will see.
Shalom.
We have lots of ways to say thank you.
Shalom.
Shalom. May the
I hope to
shalom
see you all
be with
soon.
you.
Shabbat
Yes,
shalom.
thank you
Today's
so
Friday.
much. Thank you. And these soft he's got the soft.
Thank you for watching Center Stage.